I'm not excited to see my grandfather, so if that tells you something. Like, I don't get excited to see, like, family members as much as I'm excited right now to see you guys. That's what I mean. It's not like I have a vendetta against my grandpa. I just kicked him out of the litter of family. Like a litter of puppies. I'll name that one Grandpa, that one Grandma. Come on in, okay, cool. Well, yes. And Firo from Bacchanal, I forgot that one. I always forget. Well, lots of fun stuff. I'm very happy to be in the voiceover world and on camera and things like that. And, we start shooting Star Trek in 2 weeks. So yes, StarTrekContinues.com. Vic Mignogna's going to be Captain Kirk. I will be portraying Mr. Spock. So I've been reading everything Spock that I can. I'm getting, my ears are custom made for me. I've got the boots made by the people that made the original series Star Trek boots. We've got Grant Imahara from Mythbusters as our Sulu. We've got Chris Doohan, who was the original Scotty's son, as our Scotty. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some of the writers from Star Trek Voyager and Deep Space Nine wrote our episode. That was cool. We've got an original villain from the original series reprising his role. We've got this 10,000 square foot facility where it's the largest recreation of the original series sets in the world that we're going to be on. It's amazing. He loves his Star Trek. It's going to be cool. What's funny is I have to cut my hair like, the Spock bowl cut, because when I was a kid, I had a bowl haircut, because it's a rite of passage as an Asian. You must, man or woman, all Asians get this haircut. And it was like, no, that's not true. It's like, trust me. Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, you all get this haircut. So I had this haircut when I was a boy, and I was a very awkward child. I was a chunky kid, and I used to wear my socks like right up there, right below the knee. And I had my bowl haircut, ready for school every day. And then there was this girl that came up to me that I really liked. Her name was Ashley, and she's a beautiful woman. And she came up to me and she goes, "Why do you do your hair like that?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm Asian, and that's what we do." And she was the first person to change my hairstyle. I changed it because of her. And she doesn't remember that, she doesn't know that. I've never told her, because how do you go up to a girl that you like and say, "Hey, you changed my entire hairstyle for my life"? You can't say that. It only sounds good in a song. If you ever listen to songs and just listen to the lyrics without listening to if you just take the lyrics out of it, it's creepy. Every step you make, every move you make, I'll be watching you. Okay, it's creepy. But it's acceptable if it's got a good beat. So I guess I would have to put it in a song. Run faster. Oh, oh, oh. I see Oran, give it what you got. This has been a fantastic ride, this life. It's been like a roller coaster. It's been a Habercoaster of experiences. I've had my ups and I've had my downs, and a lot of times people are, they're very kind in the things that you guys say, and it's so sweet, and everything that you guys say. And when I tweet something or I post something about how I'm stuck at an airport, or I'm stuck there and I can't get anywhere till the next day or something, and you guys you're like, "Oh, damn the airport," or things like that. I don't get upset because of where I come from. And so I try to keep that in perspective. And so I'm first generation to the United States. And so, instead of opening up, a lot of times, my family, my mother came over from Vietnam, and she was 17. She didn't speak any English. She spoke French, she spoke Vietnamese, and then there was a placeholder for some language, whatever she could pick, like Link. He has these little slots for potions and bombs. She's like, "I'm going to put the English language there." So she learned English. She worked in a sweatshop for a while. Not as cool as Foxconn, where they build iPhones. Not that that's cool either. But I do love my apps, though. But she said, "You know what? I don't want to do this anymore." So she went to Texas. And she became a waitress to pay her way to medical school. And then I came came along and I said, I'm going to mess up those plans. Ha! I'm a baby. And so she had to take care of me at the same time going to medical school to become a very powerful, famous doctor, which was very good for her. And so the reason that I can't complain is because I look at that and saw everything that she went through, coming to another country where she doesn't even speak the language. And she rose up and became a doctor, and so I have no room to complain. It's amazing, her story. So me, I have no complaints. I have plenty of regrets, of course. There was that one time I was playing Black Ops, and I'm like, man, I should have picked that gun instead, but I didn't do it. But no, this is a great life. I never would have imagined, and my mother never would have imagined that I would have amounted to anything in the entertainment industry. And it took her coming to a con. At this point, I think this is like my 90th convention, and so she finally came to one after 80 or so conventions, and she's like, let me see what this boy's up to. And she came out, and when she saw how many desserts I received at this one convention, that sold her on it. She's like, okay, he might be able to do something in this business. But it's a fun ride. You never know what's going to happen. My life is a choose your own adventure every day. You remember Choose Your Own Adventure, right? You remember those books? It's like, please turn to page 38 if you want to eat the bread. And then turn to page 40 if you want to die of syphilis or so, I don't know. And so that's my life. I don't know what's going to happen week to week, month to month. And so when people are like, how do I become a voice actor? Yes, there's no way to do it. There's no secret way. There's no secret handshake that I can teach you. I know a lot of cool handshakes. I learned them from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I can't teach you one that will get you into voice acting. What I can tell you is you have to get as much experience as you can, because who knows, you may start diving into voice acting and maybe you want to do something else. Maybe you want to be an engineer, maybe you want to be a writer, a director, a producer for anime. Maybe you don't want to voice it. Maybe not, maybe you want to, I don't know. So you have to explore those options and see what's going on, what you want to do. And then it's a lot of luck, and it's a lot of being in the right place at the right time. It is about who you know, but that's in any business, you know what I mean? It's in anything. You know when you're on dodgeball, you know how you get to be on the cool kids team? It's because you know the cool kids. It's not because you're excellent in dodgeball. So it's a lot about who you know. But go to school. That's the other thing. You gotta go to school. There's no major for voice acting, but you just go to school because you get these experiences and these connections. When I moved to LA, the people that let me crash on their couch, they were my college buddies. The people that let me do crimes and blame it on them, college buddies. Yeah, one of my buddies is serving 10 to 20 for a murder he didn't commit. I did. It's a college buddy. You get those bonds when you're in college. So I'm answering that question because I know it's going to come, because you're going to ask, how do you get into voice acting? Well, and there's also beautiful, wondrous invention called the internet. And it has a lot of info on there. And there's a lot of videos about it, on the how-to videos. So you can find out how to do anything on the internet. I'm not kidding. How do you skin a puppy while it's sleeping? You can find out on the internet. Don't skin a puppy while it's sleeping. Wait till it's awake. It's more of a challenge. No, I love puppies. I love puppies. Little garlic and little chicken bouillon in there. So raw. It's good. The meat's so tender because they're so young. Yeah, you come back from a day of the studio and you want to kick back and have some puppy stew. What's wrong with that? Everything's wrong with that? You haven't had puppy stew. Oh, you don't like puppy things. Well, actually, Team Haberkorn, the fan club that we have, supports a no-kill animal shelter in Louisiana called the Acadiana Humane Society. So know that every purchase that you guys make through teamhaberkorn.com, whether you're joining or you're buying merchandise or Haber shirts from the Haberdashery, portion of that goes to support AHS, their no-kill animal shelter. And when you think of shelter, you think of them having a facility kind of like this, but divided up into kennels. It's not like that. They keep these animals in their homes, and they take care of them, and they cover all their medical expenses, their surgeries, their food, all that kind of stuff. So we try to help them. And it's still not enough. I would love to go down there and help them with the animals if I could. I would nurse the litter of kittens if I could, but just don't have the capability, literally do not have the capability to do that. But if I could, I would. And so we have a lot of fun with Team Haberkorn. If you guys don't know what that's about, we do a lot of corn tests. There's a lot of corn tent on the side. I do Toddcasts, things like that. But we do contests where you can win things like anime box sets. And we gave away an Italy cosplay one time. That was a lot of fun. And actually, I think someone that is here, someone's here, they won tickets to this convention through, yeah, right there. You won the tickets from Team Haberkorn. That's right, yeah. It was awesome. There we go. I'm glad we got that issue sorted out because like the day before, I was like ripping out hair because I was like, is she gonna get in? Is she gonna make it? So, but thank you, Parapadarapa, for making it. Okay, come, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I teach you, I sure to beat you. Nevertheless, you get a lesson for peach and I'll kick. Okay, so, but there's a lot of cool stuff they do. But when I'm not working, I'm focusing on Team Haberkorn stuff because that's like a full-time job. We do like podcasts and stuff. If you want to go hear like little samples and things like that, you can go to the site. Just go to the site, it's beautiful. Not because I built it, the webmaster's awesome and amazing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun going out to these conventions, and this is the first one of the year. It still feels like 2012. Does it feel like 2012 to anybody else? It still feels like 2012. Let's get to 13. And it's the only time we get to hang out with the other guests. Like people are like, oh, Todd, you and Vic, or you and Liam, or you and Travis get to hang out all the time. That is false. That is a fallacy. We only get to hang out at cons. And the only time I get to hang out with Kevin Conroy is if I'm committing a crime and he is stopping me. That's when we get to chat, and it's only for a little bit. Then I'm talking to Dr. Arkham for a month until I get out. But anyway, but it's a lot of fun. It's great to go out to the cons and meet new people and get these experiences and see creative cosplay and some not so creative cosplay. But you know, it's great that you guys are here because you're taking this first. You know, this is your only January 2013 weekend like this ever. You will never get this weekend again, and you've decided to come here and share it with us, and that's awesome. It's wonderful. So cool, because you can't travel back in time yet. I know in Time Cop, we're already like 13 years into time travel. Van Damme's Time Cop, anybody? Nobody? It's a classic. Van Damme, come on. And we should already be policing time travel right now, but it's not quite possible yet. So this is your only weekend, so I am so happy that you're here because you know, it's either this or you're getting destroyed on Luigi's Mansion on the Wii U. I mean, wouldn't you rather be here? This is more fun. Or crying because on Black Ops, the little 12-year-old boy is killing you again. That's me, man. I'm on Black Ops. I'm like, I shot you! I can't even get my scope up before you headshotted me. You know what I'm talking about? It's because these kids are playing on like 75-inch 4K televisions. And they're just like, in a minute, you know, they're killing me, they're shooting me, and I'm sitting there like, I'm really like perplexed by this. I'm like training like Rocky before he fights Dolph. I'm out in the mountains, like I have a log on my back, and I'm chasing chickens, trying to catch them to get faster with my endurance, and my speed, and my agility. But that's what I do, is I work on Team Haberkorn stuff. A lot of times people ask, another question that you may have is, like, what do we do when we're not voice acting or going to conventions? Well, a lot of times people have another job. They do other things. Like I know Wendy Powell, she is also a teacher. She teaches theater arts. I do video production, and I'm on camera. I'm an on-camera actor, and so I was just producing a, oh my gosh. So I won't say who this is. Okay, so I went to go produce this promo. I produce whatever you need me to produce, except kitten milk, remember, because I can't do that. And so this guy, he needed a commercial promo for his product. And so I'd never met him, and so we worked this out. Like, okay, I'm gonna come over and we're gonna shoot this before I come to the convention. This was Thursday morning, and I had to drive somewhere and go do it, and then come back with enough time to pack, and then get my shenanigans over to here. And when I go to the door, he's an older man, and I knock on the door, and he opens the door. He's wearing no pants. I've never met him before. He's zero pants on. Wherever there were pants in the world, 0% were on him. And he's wearing just this long shirt, this long, like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you see in the movies where the girl wears the guy's button-up shirt afterwards. that's what this was like, but like creepy and at 9:30 in the morning. Like, where are your pants? What's in the box? And so, he wasn't wearing any pants, and he's just like showing me around. He's like, yeah, you can shoot over here if you want, or you can shoot over here, or wherever you want. And I'm like, why don't you go get dressed, and I'm gonna go figure it out. So he finally put clothes on, so that was a little awkward. But it was also weird because he's like, well, I won't go into it because he may look up this video and go, Haberkorn! So I won't do that. But it's weird. We get to a lot of adventures in this life. Because one day I could be puppeteering marionette puppets, because sometimes I do that, we go to these underprivileged schools like that don't have a lot of fun going on. And so we do marionette puppetry for them. We'll do like, Hansel and Gretel, not the Jeremy Renner one. It's not like Hansel's like on the marionette and then he holds up a crossbow and shoots the witch to the eyes. It's a very complicated puppet, we can't do that. And so I do that, or one day I'm still walking, like with Mr. Knickerbocker and Barney. First time Mr. Knickerbocker was seen on screen, by the way, that was cool. Or I'm recording on a video game, like Rage. I was talking about it earlier today. I lost my voice. What's that? Oh, the Manana Chronicles, that's right, making the tribute war videos. I would show you some if we had a screen. But when I recorded on Rage, which was this video game by the guys that did Doom, it's an okay game, it was all right. I went to record it, and I lost my voice for 9.5 days. Couldn't talk, zero talking. And I thought, this was it. This is it! I finally lost my voice! And it wasn't gonna come back, I was scared. And I was sweating in the booth, because these booths are like little coffins. So when the end of the world comes, and when zombies take over, just get in the sound booth. It's fine, because you can lock from the inside, and they can't get in. But it's very, very hot in these booths, and I was sweating, like I had like sweat down, like it was like I just jumped in a pool. It's like a giant took me, dipped me in the pool, and put me back. And so the director, I'm sitting there and I'm recording, and there's a camera in the corner, and he's looking at me, and I can't see him. And I said, Chuck, is it possible, I don't want to get weird on you, but I think I need to record topless. Because I'm getting very cold, because now my shirt is soaked and I'm freezing in the booth. It's weird how that's working. I don't want to get sick, you know what I mean? So I'm recording Sam's top, and it's very weird because the camera only sees like from here up, so it looks like I'm wearing nothing but my special birthday suit. I'm recording, but it was a horrendous session, because when I'm recording, I've yelled so much, my voice is down here. And it can't go anywhere else. He hears you, but he just doesn't care. It's like, and that's the voice. I'm not the Batman that he needs, but the one that deserves. It's like, that's what's happening. I've only got one rule. Well, you're gonna have to break that one rule. And so that's my voice for like 9.5 days. I can't talk, and he's listening, and he's like, that sounds good, let's keep going. It's like totally different from my normal, very feminine, elvish voice, a little like, the satyr with a little pan flute voice.
What a lovely, lovely voice. Theatricality. You think you were born of the shadows? You merely adopted the shadows. I didn't see the sunlight till I was a grown man.
That movie is so bad. I'm sorry. Dark Knight Rises, like I could list so many problems with it. But when I'm watching it, I love it. And then when I'm away from it, I hate it. It's like my ex-wife. Oh! No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's what goes on. What's that? Oh, thank you very much. Well, and again, you're wearing the Haberkorn shirt. That's very cool. Very cool. Carolyn, do you have a question? You want to pop on up to the mic?
I wanted to know, how is your album coming along?
Oh, the album. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm recording my first studio album. It's pretty cool. iShine is producing it. And so we've recorded some songs. We're going to finish it hopefully by March. It'll be ready to go. And I'm going to start touring around on the concert circuit playing the album. And it should be fun. I wrote a lot of songs for it. It was cool. All original music. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And I think what I'll do is then I'll release a whole cover album of just Vic songs. And I'm gonna sing them horribly. Yes, you had a question. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go here and then I'll go right there. Yes, sir. Link, yeah. I was Link in Legend of Zelda, yeah. For the manga project, yeah. There's a guy that's taking all the Zelda manga and he's animating them, kind of like a motion comic. So and then I get to be Link, and who do you think is Ganon? It's Vic. Yes.
Princess Zelda, if she came into the world of Black Butler, that would be very, very enticing.
Let's see. Yes. If Italy went to the host club, how would they react? Well, first of all, Italy, his energy is so different than everybody in the host club, except when Tamaki is crying in the corner like a baby. And so, when the doors open, I imagine it would be like the Tasmanian devil, and you just see this red and blue just... like all over there. And then, of course, Hikaru and Kaoru are just in the corner being brothers. And that's what they would be doing. So, and then Morty would just be, That's right. And your second question? Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, who should Skune from Azari plus Vampire end up with out of all the girls? And how do they get the role? Mocha? I think changed form Mocha, yes. Oh yeah? All right, there we go. There we go. That's the one. And I got the role. It's just like auditioning, just another audition. So when you